So we are on Route 7, and guys, I have my new 14-inch fatbagger bars on here, and they are great. Everybody says switch to the polyurethane bushings, and we have a 2020 Glide Limited. I'm not sure what they come with. I mean, everybody says rubber bushings. I guess the 2020s had rubber bushings. Whatever, I chose to stay with the stock bushings. We have 22,000 miles on our bike, and I am happy that I did, because most people say that the polyurethane introduces a little more vibration, and I didn't want that. And the stock handlebars felt pretty sturdy. I'm sure the rubber will wear out quicker, but when that time comes, and I'll just replace them with the rubber, or with whatever the stock bushing is. I mean, if it's polyurethane, that's what I'll put back in, but whatever's in there, I just chose to keep, and I'm happy. The handlebars are great. They don't move around. I mean, yeah, they're yeah. So you can see no hands, and I mean they don't move or anything. I'm not feeling any more vibration than I did in the factory bars. So I'm liking these bars. The width between my hands are great. They're further than stock, but not as far as some. And man, this is gorgeous on Route 7, guys. We were a little ways, I don't know what, maybe 5-8 miles above Marietta, 10 maybe a little more, I'm not sure. But so anyways, yeah, they look good. I've been looking at some of these other bars and stuff, and honestly, what I thought I wanted, then I ended up with these. They don't have near, and I guess it's how they keep the narrower handlebar width. They don't have near this long swoop and bar length that some of these other ones have. So I'm very happy with them. I mean, I'm glad that I went with fatbagger bars. I was unsure, just because not many people have them. They look great. Like I used all the stock stuff with it. I didn't have to change any of the lines or wires or anything. I was able to keep all that. And I did have to cut them loose from a couple holders and some zip ties and stuff, but it's working great. It's well worth it. Now I will say, fatbagger bars are to me, they seem to be one of the more expensive bars out there, and you're going to look at the price and think, oh my goodness, I'm not paying that. And I felt the same way. It took me 6 months to finally make the decision to buy them. I thought I mean, that's what I was wanting. I made up my mind on really what I was wanting. It just took me 6 months to do it, because they're not cheap. And are they worth the extra money? I don't know. But I didn't want to go out as far as some of these other bars were. They were a lot wider, and I just didn't want that. Now, some of your other bars are more straight than these, but then you're like way up here, and you're going to be leaning forward some. So look at this, is awesome, huh? Look at that, gorgeous. Oh man, that's beautiful. But I keep switching back and forth. Sorry, I'm just this beautiful through there. Yeah. So I'll try it. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, but I recommend them. I'm happy with them. They feel good, no vibration, and
they look good.
Yeah, they really do. I like the looks of them.
Feel good, look good.
Yep. So, if you're looking for handlebars, give Fatbagger Inc. a look. These are the pointed tips or pointed tops or something. I forget exactly what they call them. They have other ones, other designs and stuff, and you can get pre-wired and I am not. These were not given to me by them.
That's his Christmas present.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So I've had the money since Christmas, but I've just been.
Yep. You got a box of money for Christmas with the note saying go buy your handlebars. So it took you that long to pick which ones you wanted.
Yeah. Well, I kind of knew which ones I wanted, like I said, but it just took me a while to. I mean,
okay with it.
I knew it was going to be a little bit of work to put them on, and then I'm thinking, I don't want to go back through that work to undo them if I don't like them. And you're spending a lot of money, and what are you going to do? You're going to take a bath on them if you try selling them, probably. So. It did take me a little while to decide, but I'm happy that I did. I like them. And really, it was between these and Factory 47s. These were, I believe, I think they were a little narrower than Factory 47s. They were pretty close. Factory 47s, I think, have a half-inch more pullback. Which would probably turn them in a little bit more. But yeah, one reason why I went with these is because right in here, this is machined and it's a smooth edge. Now here it isn't, but it made feeding them wires through a lot easier, especially if you have heated grips. If you don't have heated grips, it probably a piece of cake. Even with some that aren't rounded like this, you'd probably be, I won't say piece of cake, but it'd be fairly easy. But with heated grips, it's a lot of wire going through that one side. And these are the 1.5 inch. So I think fat baggers say that they're 1/8 inch thick, so they got some weight to them. I didn't want some real thin handlebars or anything, so you all right, babe?
It's unzipping a little bit.
What's that?
Unzipping a little bit.
Oh, you getting hot?
Well, it's like the warmth of it's making me go to sleep with the hum of the road.
Oh, Mrs. Den's falling asleep back there.
Then you're talking.
Am I talking?
Lulls me to sleep.
Bores her to death.
No, it just makes me go to sleep. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta wake up.
Now, how can I put that on the video? Everybody else is gonna be like, yeah, this guy is boring.
I don't think you're boring at all.
Puts us to sleep. Man.
No, I was hearing a lot of passion in your voice talking about how much you love these handlebars.
I do like them. Yeah. Now, I will say they have these little slit collars here, and there's a notch. I did not get instructions. If you buy, I know the one guy had the entire kit with the wires and everything, and he got a card with his. You could scan the QR code, and there's an instructional video. I didn't get any of that in my box, but all I did was buy the bars, so maybe that's why. I don't know, but it looked like this notch should be up top, and all I'm going to say is I don't know what that notch is for, if it's for a different year or what, but I spun it so it's down, and then there's set screws, and that way you don't see the set screws when you're looking at it. And there's a pin on the back side of this, it's like clamshell here, that fits in the handlebars. Well, and there's a slot for that. This will not go on without grinding that pin off. You have to grind that pin down, at least for mine, or modify the bar, and I didn't want to do that. I ground the pin down, so I don't ever put plan on putting the factory cars back on. So it, you know, wasn't that big of a deal. But they turned out good. I did the install myself, and I'm not like a mechanic or anything, so it did take me several hours. I think it's possible to do in 4 hours, but I took my time. I didn't want to rush anything. Plus, my garage really isn't set up. I got stuff scattered everywhere, honestly. So, man, that's beautiful. You got any pictures of that, babe?
Yeah.
That is just so pretty. With the mountains and stuff in the background.
I wonder how deep the river is once you get it. I mean,
over here?
Yeah, more east.
I don't know. I read about it once. I was thinking it's deeper over here, but I don't know that. They said something about there being a lot of more big catfish over here, I thought. Which, maybe that's why I was thinking it's deeper. Maybe they didn't say that. Maybe I was just thinking it. Guys, we are still on Route 7. We're heading north. And the scenery's just beautiful here, guys. I mean, these are not curvy roads, but if you're just out for a cruise, and this gorge, I mean, we got a bunch of wires and stuff up here, but so up until this point, it's just been beautiful. Several views of the river, part of it. Some people out there fishing. Up now we're along the river, and there's a lot of industry here. Clarington, Junction 78. If you take 78 west from here, you'll run into, and I'm not sure if it's after Woodsfield or I forget the name of the towns. Oh, that's 78 there. But you'll run into Big Muskie Bucket, and that's pretty cool. We have a video somewhere going way back of it, but check it out. If look back through some of our other videos, and it's neat. If you haven't seen it and you're in this area of Ohio, I would recommend stopping because it's pretty cool. It's like there's nothing. I don't think there's another one like it.
It's amazingly big.
Yeah.
Like so, it's hard to believe it's that big till you're in it.
Yeah. It's something to see, that's for sure.